Okay.
That was too funny.
Okay, actually, we gotta get. Oh fuck.
All right.
Okay.
All right. All right. Hi. How you doing?
Bro, who are you talking to? Are you talking to the phone?
What do you think, bro?
Okay.
Sorry about that.
Don't look at me.
Okay. We're back to square one. You don't was your okay. Hi, this is Travis Early College English 4 podcast. Here we have
Alexander Roman Gonzalez.
you know, and lastly Hector Munoz. Today we'll be talking about the Gypsy Rose and Dee Blancard case. So this case was nearly around the 2000s, between 2010 and 2015. So, can you tell us a brief story about this case?
Yeah, so like, basically, when Gypsy was born, right?
Yeah.
Well, Dee was like, what's it called? With her man, actually, she was older than her
Then her husband.
husband.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think her husband was like 18.
Yeah,
and she was like 24.
Oh yeah.
And so like, he left her, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Well, when she was having a Gypsy,
Yeah.
right?
Mm-hmm.
And so like, I guess she was having no money,
Yeah.
and she just invented like Gypsy was having like a lot of like diseases, so like technically she was like actually like poisoning her daughter, Gypsy,
Right, with
with like
Medication.
medications.
She was trying to. She was trying to pretend like she was sick, and took advantage of that because, what is it called? The government helps you if you have like any disabilities or whatever. It helps you kind of have like it gives you money, and since she was taking advantage of that, she was also manipulating. She's manipulating Gypsy Rose
Mm-hmm.
by telling her that she has to take these medications and all. And at one point in time, I'm not sure when Gypsy Rose and the boyfriend got together, but I know they met on Facebook.
Right.
A post around there.
I mean, Diddy wouldn't let her use her phone, like use any type of,
Mm-hmm.
and so like she wouldn't even let her go outside, be with friends,
Or anything, or socialize.
anything, even socialize,
Mhm.
It was
Right.
crazy. Yeah.
On top of that, if Gypsy Rose did like speak out, she was afraid of if she would have, if she were to get in trouble by her mom,
Mm-hmm.
or if something bad, drastically bad something happened. Okay,
Right.
I'm sorry about that. But if she were to speak out about it, she knew something really bad was gonna happen. So that's why she didn't really spoke out. And I know she talked with the boyfriend whenever they were planning on murdering the mom.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's when they started murdering
They started planning it,
They're
right?
They started
Planning.
planning to
Yeah.
murder Diddy.
Alright, so I'm gonna give you a brief little background of Dee Dee. So she was a nurse at a certain point in her 20s.
Mhm.
So when she was 23, she had met Gypsy's father, Rod Blancard, and Rod was only 17 at the time,
Mhm.
and which back then is, I would say normal, but it's really not.
It was back then it was normal for like age gaps to be really big.
Right. But
Mm.
it says here that Rod did not want to be married to Dee Dee.
Mm-hmm.
It was basically he didn't even get a choice at all. So it says here for about 2 years Dee Dee was pregnant, and she had told Rod that that you're gonna be to the father. Rod, of course, had no choice. just basically became the father of Gypsy Rose. And then years later, Rod had left because Dee Dee was poisoning Gypsy with, of course, medications, all this stuff. So Rod did not like that fact that Dee Dee was doing all this. However, another case for Rod, Dee Dee made a Facebook account saying that Rod was a terrible father, and that Rod would do so many things of abusement and physically, of course. But of course, that was all a lie. Rod was a perfect father who all he wanted was to make her daughter happy. But instead, Dee Dee lied about that. Dee Dee was making false claims, telling the cops that he was abusing and everything. But however, that was not the case. Years later, Dee Dee was getting money. You know, Dee Dee and Gypsy would go like Disneyland, meeting famous people, actors, all that celebrities.
They all seem real, but in reality, like the fact that no one knew that what was going on in the background,
Right.
is kind of what's like scary. Like,
Because like you think about it,
yeah,
when they were in public, Didi would treat like her daughter like
Special,
a
right?
princess, like like
Yeah.
getting her anything, But we don't know what happened like when they were like, whether
At home.
at home, like we don't know like if she was like abused, like
Abuse-
physical
Physical
abusing,
abusing, yeah.
like her daughter Gypsy,
Correct. Yes. So, in all serious occasions, we believe that why did Dee Dee have to do this?
Honestly, I feel like she did it because of, I guess, because of her husband leaving her, and because of money. She was, I guess, poor, broke. Like she didn't have any money, and I guess she just wanted the government to like help her.
Help, right?
there's it's very difficult. Like, there's two ways of it. Like, yes, she was kind of broke. She didn't earn a lot of money, so she had to make money some way. But she, as horrible as it sounds, she took advantage of her daughter.
Yeah.
And since she knew like a little bit of, since she knew like knowledge of like how the medication works and how to talk to doctors with, medication terms and all that kind of stuff.
Nursing experience.
Technically, she was a nurse.
She was a nurse.
Yeah.
She decided to take advantage of that, and since she knew like if you have with a person with disabilities, the government helps you by funding you
Exactly.
money. So yeah.
And so, another part towards Gypsy is that she was the main cause of killing her own mother. Now, Alexander, as you said before, that she was plotting with her boyfriend, who she met on a Christian dating account, correct? So, we have news that there's also a video where Gypsy was lying, saying that she had nothing to do with this, of knowing that her mother was killed, or even plotting this. However, she took it on her own way of saying, "Oh, my mother abused me. My mother did this to me," which of course was right, but also killing your own mother
It's very
should not be
It
that.
doesn't have you the right to like kill your own mother. Like you could have just like sue her or just leave like
Really, right?
town.
you
or
could have
something.
done a lot more
Yeah,
things than just
yeah.
because killing someone is
Yeah.
already like
You already messed
kind
up.
of
Yeah,
past
mess
the
up, like you
line.
just messed up your life, like
Yeah.
So not only that, we also have a question that most people say that what is well deserved for Gypsy? Would she be given a max sentence? Would she be in death row? So we believe that we believe that she should get a sentence of 10 years.
max
And-
sentence
Yeah, max sentence.
with parole.
With parole, that is correct. However, in real life, she did get a max sentence of 10 years. And
Her boyfriend got like 25 or 20 years.
25, I believe,
I
yes.
mean, yeah, but he deserves it because like he technically killed like
He technically did the actual
he
murder.
did the crime, like
Yeah.
stabbing
So-
onto her neck,
Yes, the murder weapon was a knife stabbed
Yeah.
into her, I believe, her abdomen.
I mean, if you think about it, we don't know if Gypsy like what's it called acted on the scene too. Like if
That's
she
We don't know anything
stabbed her
about
too,
that.
but
We don't really know.
yeah,
Yeah.
because she never told the truth. Like she just told the truth about like her mom abusing her, and she planned the death of her own mother.
Correct.
But she didn't say like, yeah, I acted on the scene,
Mhm. So, with all that being said, we do believe yes, Gypsy Rose Blancard does deserve a sentence of 10 years with parole. And we believe that, yes, it is sad that she was medically abused by her mother,
Very sad. Yeah.
but the right way was to not kill her mother.
Yeah.
She could have left, she would have sued her, there could have been a whole
Just-
case.
And
It could have been a whole like safer way then.
Exactly.
Now
She
that I
could have
think-
went to her father.
Now that I think about this case reminds me of the Menendez brothers.
That is
case.
true.
Oh yeah.
Right.
So like they both got abused by their own parents, abusingly, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And so like I guess the a lot of stress, they couldn't take it anymore, and they
It was
decided
different,
to kill.
but kind of the same.
The difference is that their family was wealthy,
That is
Yeah.
true.
had wealth, you know, and like Gypsy and Diddy were like
They
Oh,
were
they were a
the
poor
richest.
family. Like,
Yeah.
they were not even
Low
rich,
income
you know.
family. Yeah.
Low income, yeah.
The thing is, how we see this is that, let's take it to a different perspective, right? The Menendez brothers were males, and Gypsy was a
Oh
female.
yeah, that's true.
So, in a community slash society, what would they see? Well, maybe two male brothers killing their own parents for what? Wealth? Maybe they see that.
Yeah,
Maybe this
they
year,
see
yeah.
that.
For Gypsy, well, a strong, not strong, disabled person.
Honestly, they will support Gypsy because if you
Exactly.
think about it, you cannot basically be a mom if you're gonna abuse your own son or daughter.
That is
You
true.
know, because a mom is basically taking care of your son or daughter, not like abusing. You know, like
Do
you know what I
whatever
mean,
it
like,
takes.
do whatever you know.
Yeah, so there's a very strong viewpoint between these two cases. And of course, we also give our empathy towards the Menendez brothers as well. It is sad that what they've gone through physically and mentally. But however, this is a life, so we have to take things into a different
Yeah.
appropriation.
This is life.
So therefore, thank you for listening to us. This is our podcast. This is from Iran
You know?
Alexander.
And of course, yours truly, Hector Munoz. Thank you for listening. There'll be another time.